good. So let's talk about trading. You talked about beating the market. Have you beaten the market before?
Yeah, I guess the hard part is to do it consistently throughout your life, kind of. And I don't want to beat the market just once, but I want to be consistent on my strategy, on my it has to fit your lifestyle, and I want to keep going even if I have a family at some point. So that's why I've built my own tools that I'm relying on only, and those tools, they are meant to guide me through the waves of the market.
Right.
And this is interesting how nobody is teaching you that.
Right.
Anywhere, and at school I don't think they have an interest in teaching you that, because the market is everything. The humans in general, they are based on the stock market, but nobody understands it. So I was like, there is something to do. I want to know, and I always want to know more. And sometimes it's bad because you go down the rabbit hole and you never find the exit. But the market has been my life for 5 years, I would say. And I started to build my own tools once I realized the news and the people around me and the things I was seeing on the internet was in a contradiction. And I was
Of
like,
course.
this is not right.
I've been there, done that as well.
So I was like, no, I don't want to be the one who will follow the wrong waves. And even if you can make a bit of money while the market's doing great, it doesn't mean you're going to make money on the way down. It doesn't mean you're going to keep making money for 10 years. And there are really, really good traders or investors that are doing great for 10 years, and they are giving it all back to the market in 6 months. It's possible. And if you use leverage, it can be all gone in one day, for example.
Yeah, right.
So it's never ending. And that's why you have to keep the focus. You have to get better at understanding your emotions, get better at building your strategy and stuff like that. So now that I have my own system, it's easier. But sometimes I don't even follow my own system that is right. That
Emotions, because you're a human being.
Because I'm a human. It's so annoying.
So you talked about beating the market. How many times has the market beaten you?
Quite a lot. It's not.
What's the ratio? 10 to 1?
Nah.
10 to 1.
You can do one big win and do small losses for 10 years and still call yourself a trader.
Right.
Because if you make millions all at once, the crypto can allow you to become a millionaire, multi-millionaire in 3 months, because the wave is really quick. And then you can just live off of your savings for 10 years and call yourself a trader. So that's why there's no rules. And my strategy is not to be too greedy and to just catch the bottom of the waves. I think my tool is designed to catch the bottom of the waves and try to...
How does your tool determine the bottom of the waves?
It's like an algorithm that I've built on tradingview.com.
TradingView, yeah.
Because it allows you to do backtesting easier and stuff. And so I've learned the language on TradingView. It's called the Pine script. And thanks to that, I've crossed many indicators that I've contained in taken those indicators that already exist. And the
historical
rules
data,
are super strict. And so because they are super strict and because I crossed them, then I can get really accurate signals. And this is my way of building it. So it's not way off what's out there. So it's based on real indicators that already exist.
But strict.
Strict.
So how long have you been building this and how long have you been using this?
About 3 to 4 years. And now I'm commercializing it.
Commercializing it. So you're selling this now for about 2 years now. Is it more beneficial to sell this than to use it yourself?
Honestly, I did it for myself. So I didn't that was my friends that told me, because they're all in business and stuff. I live in Estonia for 3 years and a half now. And a lot of entrepreneurs gave me the idea and also pushed me to commercialize it.
It's okay.
Because I need to make a break. You know why French people are shit in English?
No.
Because we think we are the center of the universe.
That's good.
And we don't learn it properly at school because we don't give a shit. Everything is translated for us.
Yes.
And we don't see the point to learn it properly. and then you reach 25 years old, you want to travel, and you realize, oh, fuck, I can't speak English.
More than 70% of the world does speak French. Speak French. It's okay.
I'm so stupid. I feel so stupid because I learned it 6 years ago, and I can
you can still it. It's okay. It's okay.
Struggling.
It's
So,
okay.
yeah. So those people pushed me to sell my tools because it didn't require
it benefits
much.
other people.
Yeah. And also, you never know with the market, as I told you, you can make a lot one day and then lose a lot another day. And I think it's good also to have a stream of income on the side.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I do it because I want to be, it's a bit of an ego thing. I want to be recognized.
Founder of...
Yes. And also I because I think my algorithms are good. And they will benefit people. And I also want to attract talents to me and to...
It's a good thing. It's a good...
And so I want to connect with people like-minded, and I want to just evolve in this field. So I don't want to stay in my corner and just do my own stuff. So
looking at you, the fact that you're doing one of the most extreme events very soon, that I can understand why you really want to branch out and try several stuff and this like that. So what's the profit like with your algorithm? It's not a robot.
I can make it as a robot.
Yes.
I'm making it as a help to detect opportunities. Because building a robot on the market is nearly impossible. That lasts for long.
True that. I've tried a lot of robots in the past.
And it can work for a small amount of time, but then stop working because other bots are coming and they're better than you. So my view is, if you want to beat the market, don't become too greedy, and also don't try to find the gem, the ultimate robot that will beat the market at any time.
Anytime. And you lose some, you win some.
Yes. And so I've been there myself, and I see people trying to achieve that. And I think competing against BlackRock or Vanguard or like the big corporations that have unlimited funds is not realistic to compete against them.
Right.
So I think my way of viewing the market now is the less you click, the less you are active on the market, the more you're gonna make money. It's not directly linked with how much you are active with the market.
Clicking, you're triggered by emotions, no?
Yes, also. And that's why I wanted to build something that's on my side. And also I can trigger, I can turn on my assistant. So it's like a bot. It buys for me, but when I decided to. And sometimes you have to go against your emotions in anything in life to achieve great things. And so I'm taking this tool as a help for lowering down my emotions.
Right.
And so I can detect waves, if it's trending up or down. And then within that wave, that is, for example, in a high time frame, I can trigger lower time frames signals that will like average down my buy entry. And so I can sell it as a profit later in a few days or few weeks without having to worry too much about my perfect entry or my perfect exit. You have to follow the waves, but without having to worry about the little robots that BlackRock built in the middle of this wave. And the market is most of the time going against you because of your emotions. And when it's really painful on the market, is when you have to invest. When you feel really greedy and you made a lot of money, and the butcher told you to buy Bitcoin, then it's time to sell. And it's hard to do it without tools. This is my view.
So what your tool, what does it trade? Does it Bitcoin, stock, or what?
It's anything that you can find on tradingview.com. So anything
like and commodities as well. That's anything you can. So this must be very large.
And my view also on the market is that you have to follow the momentum of everything that's on the market. So everything on Earth has value, and if you compare that relative to one another, then you can see which is the best. And within that category, you can even go further down and take the very first ones, this category. So I have another tool. It's a package that scans the market, and it's called a screener, and detects which one will be the best or is the best. And so it's not 100% accurate. Sometimes you are a bit late or you are a bit early, but then you can take the first 10 ones and then split your positions into those ones in case you are wrong. So it's called diversification.
So with this now you describe now, a lot of people I know, even when they are not very much technical, they can easily do bots, because bots, they come with instructions, just do this, and you leave it running for 24 hours. How easy is for this for a person who is not very much techy?
Yeah, I know that I have this question every day. I know that people want everything right now. They want to get rich right now, and they don't want to work a single day of their lives.
Want to live in Bali and make money 2/7.
Yes, it's a little bit more complicated than that, but you just have to learn and make it your way. There is one strategy in each and every one of us. You can find your own strategy. If it works for you to follow the stars and invest in the market,
follow the stars.
If it works for you to invest when you feel sad, do it.
So it's not a one size fits all.
Yeah, for sure. And so my view is that you can invest passively, kind of, if you follow some rules. The most common way to invest when you don't have a lot of time is to DCA, dollar cost averaging.
Dollar cost averaging.
And this is the most efficient way to invest in the market.
Right.
Because also it's convenient for you. If you get your salary at the end of the month, then you invest a tiny bit or a lot in the market, and you don't even think about it anymore. And so you can do that, yes, but you can also invest in the middle of the month if you have a tool that tells you when are the best opportunities. When the price drops, it will be a good opportunity. But if you're not watching the market, then you don't know.
Right.
So that's why my tool is designed in a way that it can send you an email and tell you exactly when is the right opportunity. But then you decide if you want.
So let's assume you get such email and then you follow that email and it goes wrong. Who do you blame? I'm going to call Matt.
That's the risk. I'm going to get a lot of calls. But you are going to invest blindly anyway.
Right.
So you better
it's gamble.
I wouldn't say it's gamble. First of all, in the market, so this is the most bullish thing on Earth, going up on Earth, the stock market. And also you have an advantage on your side that the market can go up a lot more than it can go down. You can put $1,000 and dollar or dollars?
Dollars.
Yeah. So it can go down to zero. So you have 1,000 and it go down to zero.
Yeah.
But if you invest in something that's really good, it can go up to $1 million. So you have this, how do you say, when it's not, maybe you can cut this one. How do you say, when it's not equal? It's not inefficiency, but it's
equal?
No, in the probabilities when something is way.
I'm not trying. I don't get what you're trying to.
It's okay. We can pass in this.
Yeah.
I forgot. But the basic thing is you have to trust the market if you want to invest in it. It can be. I don't want to get into too much details, but it can be manipulated at most of the time. But it also moves the way you see it on charts when you look back. If you catch a wave, then you really catch it.
You really catch a wave.
So you can really make money. It's not a fake thing. It's not in the air. It's really there. But
there's a learning curve.
Yes. And anything, like a surgeon is going to operate on someone and save his life. He learned that in 10 years. And the market is the same. An electrician. Like you can die from electricity. It's much more dangerous than learning the market. And anything in life, you have to learn it, of course. And because it's so dark, and it's like a dark thing that nobody wants to talk about almost. And maybe some people have an interest in keeping the secret, because you have to understand something also. The market is exchanging things but it
No
quotes
matter
zero.
at any point here, everybody's buying. Whatever you're selling, someone is buying. Whatever you're buying, someone is selling. Yeah.
Exactly. And who do you think is buying
You don't
when
know
there's a
that.
lot of fee outside? The big ones. And how do they sell it to someone if there is no greed in the air, if there is no effervescence? So they have to use a tool that is called the media, or I don't know, some stuff to make the people, so the small fishes, buy at the wrong point. They have to sell to someone.
Right.
So it's efficient in a way.
People who haven't mastered their emotions. So let's walk the details of. Let's assume I get your tool, your algorithm. What do I need to set up?
So you just have to create an account on tradingview.com. You have to contact me, you have to pay my services, and you have to give me your username.
On TradingView?
Yes. Then I give you access to my tools, and there are videos of my tools that I'm explaining everything. And you have to set up alerts.
Alerts.
So
on Telegram or what?
No, it's directly on TradingView, and it sends you an email, or you can set up a bot.
On Telegram?
No, not on Telegram.
Okay.
But I can connect it to Telegram if you like. But no, it's like a third-party app that I have to manage my portfolio that's directly connected to my real accounts. But this is a little bit more advanced. If you just want to invest passively, I don't like this term because it's always in your mind, you know.
Everybody's selling passive income courses.
Yeah, always thinking about it. And if you're too busy with your job, I understand, which I understand. And this is what you should do. You work hard on your skills, and you make money with whatever job you have, and the extra money that you have, you can invest in the market. And that's the big advantage of the market, is that you can do it on the side. So I decided to do it my full-time job, but I see how is that affecting my brain, my emotions, and so it's not for everyone. And
are you better or worse than when you started?
I am worse. So that's why I need to find ways to escape from the thoughts sometimes. But honestly, because I'm quite young in this field, because 5 years, nothing. Successful traders are 40 years plus in the market. Right. So I can't consider myself a really good guy who is doing that for so long that he can teach you everything. But I know that my tools are better than me almost. And if I rely on what I've built and nothing else, then I can last long. So that's why if I can build a community around that, then it can be beneficial.
You keep saying if you can, but it's been 5 years. Why haven't you built a community?
No, because that's why
you are not the community. You are not the. You focus on the technical side of what works now than building community.
It leads to another side of
communication.
Why people come into trading. It's just because I think, like me, they saw the opportunity of making unlimited money without a boss, without a company, without customers, without anything, just being on your own. And I wanted to travel and make money at the same time. So this is the most efficient way, if you are doing it properly, to make money, potentially unlimited, without having to worry about getting some customers or building a company. And so I was really happy when I succeeded.
Yeah.
And now I realize I'm alone in my little corner and I'm doing my stuff. I'm more successful than most of the people that are doing it. But most of the people are into the market at the wrong time. Then they give up because they lost everything. So I'm not counting that. But from the people that are doing it actively, there is a few percentage of them succeeding on the long run. So as I told you can lose everything in one.
It looks like everybody in Dubai is some sort of trader, no?
That's the thing. You can say you're a trader and just live off of your savings for so long that you're a trader, but maybe you're not making money consistently, or you don't have a strategy that can last long. And, you know, the market is changing so fast that, for example, between 2010 and 2020 or 18, let's say, I would say it was not easy to be a trader or an investor, but everything was going up. It's a bit hard to mess up when everything is green. And when it gets tough, it's when you see that the market is not going your way, or some traders are really good at shorting because it goes way faster.
Because the
price drops into panic. and goes up into
Everybody's
fear.
selling.
So the sell is really, it's way faster than when it goes up.
When it goes up.
And that's why it's killing your brain, because when you buy something and you wait 15 days until it reaches a price that you're happy with, and all of a sudden it turns back down, and in one day it can eat all the profit you just made. That's why it can be challenging.
Loss aversion. So nobody wants to lose.
I guess so. And also there is a bias in our brain. When it goes down and when you see, I don't know, 5,000 in a red color, it's way more painful than if you see it in a green color.
Right, of course.
So if you make 5,000, you're like, oh, okay, that's nothing. I want 10, I want 20, I want 100. And you're like, oh, whatever. But when it goes down, you're like, oh, fuck, that's painful. And then you start making the wrong decisions. But that's interesting. It's interesting for yourself. It's interesting for your freedom, because if you can make money off the market, then you're free and you're basically the king of the world. You don't need anyone. And nobody can buy your time. Nobody.
Right.
And so that's why it's really appealing at first. But then when you realize, fuck, it's really challenging, this is when you have to hang on to it and to keep going and never give up, kind of.
So do you have competitors with this? How are you different from these competitors?
I would say, because first of all, my tool is good. And it's not, I would say it's easy, but it's easy for me because I know it. I've built it myself, but also it's like all-in-one thing. You don't have to set up anything except that you have to put it on TradingView. But once you get the knowledge from this platform, then it's easy. But also, my services are way harder to sell than scams that are around crypto, because they are promising so much,
yeah,
that when we come with a legitimate idea and
of course
a good tool, then it's not that appealing, because I'm gonna tell you, look at the chart. I have customers for 2 years now. They can tell you this is true. It really happened on the chart. You would have made that much money, but it's not as
lucrative.
Yeah. And it's not as easy as if you would put your money somewhere that someone is managing it, but you never know if you're going to lose it
some
or
Elon Duke coin. So let's assume I have this tool and I do everything right. What's the average I'm expected to make from here?
And this is
in terms of percentage-wise.
Yeah, this is where you have to work on your strategy, because if you're an 80-year-old guy and you are really scared of losing 10% of your portfolio, you're not going to take the same risk as the guy who's just starting, 20 years old, has 10,000 on the account. And
no, let's put everything on average.
It depends if you want to invest in crypto. It depends if you want to invest in real estate from the stock market. It's called REITs. It depends if you want to invest in ETFs.
Let's talk about crypto.
By the way, if you're new to finance and you want to invest in something,
it's not crypto.
You just DCA, so you buy a little bit every month, every week, every whatever, into an ETF. That's replicating. So I think this is the easiest way to start. And even to keep going your entire life. You can do that your entire life. And I think you're going to beat even the biggest hedge funds on earth, because they are all underperforming not all, but 90% of them are underperforming the strategy I just said. So if you are just replicating the S&P 500, for example, through an ETF that you buy every month, you're going to do way above the average in terms of percentage and in terms of what people are doing on the market. And if you want to go even further than that, then you have to learn a little bit. So what are candles and what are trends and
Bollinger Bands and stuff. Bollinger Bands and
stuff like that. And so my tools are just simplifying the process of catching the bottom of the waves. But then if you mess up and you can't handle the pain of being a little bit in the red, then it's not my problem. I gave you this tool. You see it works pretty well, but it's not always right. And you might be a little bit in the red. And if you cannot handle that, then you're going to sell, and then you're going to blame me because you were in the red, but then it bounced back up. And then it's hard to tell a percentage. And I have ways also to sell thanks to this tool. But it's like more, you have to sell progressively. And it's it depends on your time frame. If you want to invest for 20, 30 years, then you might not want to sell into the market that's coming up. And you want to wait until you get the retirement or something. So it depends on your strategy. And this is also part of what I do. I can advise people, and I also had a plan to open an hedge fund, so people can just replicate what I do or what my tools do. And this is the easiest way for people to manage their money. So they give some money to people and they are managing it. But most of the time it's a bit shady. You don't really know where you're putting your money and what the people are doing with that money and the risk they are taking to create that percentage. Some of the strategies, they are really efficient. And on the paper you see, oh, fuck, they made 300% in a month. But maybe they took the risk of losing it all in 1 month. So people are attracted to this strategy, but maybe it's not the right opportunity for you because you wanted to invest for
something
20
safer.
So it really depends what you're gonna do.
So
but on crypto, to answer your question, on crypto, if you catch the good wave at the right time and you bought the signal that my tool triggered, and you sell at the exact the top, you can make 10x, 20x, 100x. It depends what you choose. And I have this screener that tells me which coins are the best right now, but it doesn't mean that I can predict which one will outperform everything.
So you still have to use your common sense.
And to do your research, it's called fundamental analysis. And so fundamental analysis is taking a lot of time. I'm not really doing it myself. And this is when I pay services to do it for me. So I try to find good groups of people that are knowledgeable about fundamental analysis. And from there, I take the list and I apply it to my tools. And from this list, I can buy at the rightest opportunities that my tools told me to invest or to buy. So I don't know if it's clear.
That's pretty cool. So how many people are using your tool right now?
Not a lot, because it was a high ticket thing. After I lowered it down to a monthly thing, and because I'm not advertising a lot, I didn't do shit almost. Like I have a YouTube channel, but it's in French. I don't know if I should do it in English because nobody can understand what I'm saying.
Or I think now you can basically you can easily overdub. What is overdubbing?
No.
Overdub is you can, since you're speaking in French, you can overdub and it will start. You can have a version that speaks in English, but translate the audio to French.
I see. I've seen some. So with AI, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
I wonder with AI
do you think AI will make your software irrelevant in the future?
That's what I wanted to say. I don't know if AI will disrupt the market at some point. If it's disrupting the society in general, I wouldn't be surprised if the market will be almost the first one to be disrupted.
Well, there's a chance, but I think it's still a little bit far because right now AI can only do 10% of what humans can do in terms of computing. So maybe somebody somewhere right now is building some proprietary model where it's targeted to the market. So it will be better than human, so you can feed AI data from 1900 and they'll work on that to even predict future events and calculate this, but there is a possibility.
We'll see.